guys, there's been a leak. During one of the latest newsletters, I guess, there was a leak put into there. So there's a new Valentine's Day event coming. We kind of knew that there was going to be a Valentine's Day event, but there's been some leaks involving that. So we're going to go ahead, turn on some screen recording, and get into it. But here we go, right on the Google homepage, article for me. This is the one I saw actually, so I'll leave the link in the description below. Alright, so here it is. Here's the leak. Now, we don't know necessarily if this is going to be it or not, but it could be. So, Valentine's Day event will supposedly have 6-hour lures, double candy, Clefairy Hoppip, and Love Disc spawns. So, that's interesting. It's basically every Valentine's Day they always increase pink Pokemon spawns. So, basically, oh yeah, the increased Pokemon spawns also coincide with the official announcement whereby they are all pink. So basically, there's going to be all sorts of pink Pokemon. So, that's the leak. Let's go into Pokemon that happen to be pink. So of course we have Clefairy. Actually, you know what? Fairy types. Most fairy types happen to be pink, and there's a few of them. So pink fairy types, Snubble, which can be shiny, which looks like this, and we're going to go ahead and add to the list. What if they give us shiny Cleffa and shiny Igglybuff? These are my predictions. So shiny Cleffa looks like this, and then as you evolve it, it isn't the most surprising shiny. It's not something that really stands out as far as shiny Pokemon go, but all the evolved forms of Cleffa, Jigglypuff, etc. are pretty nice. They're okay. Then you do have Igglybuff, which, you know, again, not the greatest shiny at all, but the whole Igglybuff line is okay. They kind of get the green eyes instead of the blue eyes. Snubble might be increased spawn rates, and maybe just overall more increased fairy type Pokemon. Of course, you do have Heart Attack, or rather, I have this guy here, this girl. I have my shiny Love Disc, but hopefully Love Disc will be everywhere. Now, the big thing used to be was to hunt down Chanseys, but with the nerf to Blissey, not so much. Maybe they give shiny Chansey out. We don't know yet. Right now, all they say is Hoppip, which, by the way, as long as we're talking about Hoppip, let's just go over it shiny. So here's Hoppip shiny. Hey, what's up, guys? So actually, let me just interrupt everything right now, because during this segment, I'm in edit mode right now. During this segment, I talked briefly about shiny Hoppip. It's okay, whatever. But in editing, I'm actually going through and seeing the shiny Hoppip family, and holy crap, they're all amazing shinies. They're all flipping amazing shinies. Just look at these guys. I'd be totally fine with shiny Hoppip. Back to the rest of the video. And I am in Lake Worth. I am at Bryant's Park on the water, and actually, very cool is that in this latest update, there's actually been some new stops. So right over there behind me is the pier where I like to do a lot of videos when I'm over here, and it is now a Pokestop, brand new, very cool. And as I was driving in there, there's actually a couple more brand new Pokestops added in this area. So very cool. I find that very interesting. And actually, the Pokestop submission has recently been extended to another country. I believe it is has been extended to either Chile or Argentina. Now also has the ability. So they're rolling out with the Pokestop submission process as well. But in other news, we got an actual official Pokemon news update. Alright, so let's go ahead and spin this for the first time. Snake Island South Pier. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Snook Island, but okay, there we go. And it's even a decent Pokestop, or decent research there. So let's get into the actual news, which is very cool in and of itself, and that is going to be 10 Sinnoh Stones. That's right, 10 Sinnoh Stones in one day. How do you do it? It's going to be Community Day. Community Day has been confirmed a little bit more. They've given us a little bit more detail, and the main part is that the exclusive move for Mamoswine is going to be Ancient Power. Now, some people are already saying, oh, why would you give us this Rock-type move, which makes no sense on a Mamoswine, which is going to be the best Ice-type attacker? Wouldn't it make sense to give it some amazing exclusive Ice-type attack? Well, thematically, it actually makes a ton of sense to have Mamoswine have Ancient Power, because the only way you could get Mamoswine in the actual game was to have a Piloswine that knew how to use the move Ancient Power, and then you would evolve that Piloswine with Ancient Power, and that was the only way you could get Piloswine, or Mamoswine. So, if you didn't know, a little fun fact. Now, the rest, of course, is, the typical lure modules and stuff like that, and the 3x Catch Stardust, which is going to be great, especially with Twilight Cup coming up after that, towards the end of the month for our area. And, but here we go, the real stuff. Sinnoh Stone, of course, the release of Mamoswine in general, but then 10 guaranteed Sinnoh Stones. How do you get them? 5 times you can battle your trainer, the team leaders, the trainer practice for the Ace Trainer badge, and actually 5 times guaranteed you can get a Sinnoh Stone from PvP. So, how can you do this? So, if you didn't know, there is the battle mode right over here, where you can battle Spark, Candela, or who are you? Blanche. Or Blanche. I don't know how you say it. But, so I can battle Spark here 5 times on Community Day, get 5 guaranteed Sinnoh Stones, and also 5 guaranteed Sinnoh Stones from PvP. Shiny check, that would have been amazing. But that is it for today's episode. Nice, short, and quick. We got confirmed news having, of course, Piloswine's and Mamoswine's evolution, 10 guaranteed Sinnoh Stones, so you don't necessarily need to use them all from Piloswine to Mamoswine, but you can get a couple ones, and even get Ancient Power, which is a 3-bar charge move. Good for coverage, maybe, but it's more about the thematic, I would say. And of course, we do have the Pokemon Go leak for Valentine's Day event, which will be after the Pokemon Go New Year, Lunar New Year event, and it will be basically from the 14th, which is Valentine's Day, the day after the end of this event, which ends on the 13th. So from the 14th through the 21st, and it will be double candy, lures lasting for 6 hours, which would be pretty cool, and then of course Clefairy, Hoppip, and Love Disc, and other pink Pokemon. So I'm fairly excited for this. Of course, there's going to be at least 1 new shiny, but I am hoping for not 1, but 2 shinies. And those 2 shinies that I'm really thinking are going to be Igglybuff and Jigglypuff, and of course, Igglybuff and Cleffa and their evolved forms. The reason why I say this is because of the 7k eggs. How many times have you hatched a 7k egg to get an Igglybuff or a Cleffa and been like, you could have been shiny? Actually, it couldn't have even been shiny. This is a waste of an egg. This is a waste of 7 kilometers. Not anymore, my friends. If they do put in Cleffa and Igglybuff into the game as shinies, not only will that be a new shiny added to the game, of course there's going to be more Pokemon to shiny hunt in Clefairy, and Jigglypuff during the event, which would both be pink Pokemon and have always spawned during the Valentine's Day events. It just makes sense kind of as more Kanto Pokemon to get into the shiny pool and into the egg pool overall. But that is going to be today's episode. If you did like it, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the series, please subscribe. And as always, God bless, and see you for another episode of Pokemon Go.